it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 2008, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
Now, he wasn't playing that last game right here on earth, was he? I mean, there's just no way. I mean, that performance, that number of times getting the ball into the end zone, throwing it.
No interceptions,
No interceptions, took care of it. Yeah, he was a little otherworldly in his last performance.
I got you. 56 the mic, boys.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
56 is the mic. Rip left, rip left.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ball carrier. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang. Had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Falcons' 10-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Complete to Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll turn to Kamara. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make it a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
Over 1st and 10.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
4 yards.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 16 carries, 77 yards. Now on second down, this is Gurley.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
4 more yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a big...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus, his first touchdown on the year. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Last week, what a game. He was knocking on the door for 200.
And one of the things I saw come out of last week's game in his post-game press conference, he gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, as you might expect. He also talked about the wide receivers blocking on the perimeter because no big game happens unless wide receivers block as well.
And watching film, you showed me he also made people miss. On 2nd and 9, Winston gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, often...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Phillips able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
Winston's pass.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Alvin Kamara. A gain of 9 brings up
again. It's Winston
at the 30.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 1.
To the air again with Winston. The open man is Smith. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll turn to Kamara. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. Alex Anzalone picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
To Deontay Harris. Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Winston's pass.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Saints are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brady Jarrett on the
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys in the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what?
It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22.
Time again to see Jameis Winston in this Saints offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Saints on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens.
DeAndre Swift.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Jameis to throw it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Thomas, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie, A.J. Terrell. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Terrell. Winston.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. He finds some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Wait. I'm coming after you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Hey, Mike 52. Come for you. Get out of flip.
Winston.
Let's get this ball back.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Complete. Intended for Taylor Gabriel.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
14.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. That's out to the left and complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Down at the 43.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Quick throw here, caught by Gabriel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 22, Winston is going to find his running back. It's complete.
Winston.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints add on to their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
65, 65, 65.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
That's good.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it third down.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
29. Trips.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First down, Saints.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RP...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Alex Anzalone able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go 58 to the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's third down.
58 to the mic. 58 to the mic. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Saints.
Here's Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Saints on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
On the stop. It's a loss of 2.
They run. It's Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 fourth down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it. But on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts? That means they're not playing with confidence on that side of the ball.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw, Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Kamara trying again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Complete.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Michael Thomas. Touchdown.
Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints are pouring it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
I've been a king and I've been about mine. Look at that mine. They running the route. I leave them out.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They're running with Gurley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Saints will have the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
18 on the play.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A 1st down throw for Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to Alvin Kamara. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Bring it, triple team.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Jameis again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. So we got man. Sonic.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Again, it's Winston. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
On the carry.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Kamara. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
45.
Throwing, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Ryan hit, and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Ready. White 25.
Drop deep. Catch it.
Even.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Saints, 1st down.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
Jim.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the 1st half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They run it again with Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Ready. Blue ready. 52's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.